Yesterday, I made my first 2 loaves of bread. This is the remainder of one of the loaves. Not bad, hey? Listen to that hard crust. Look at the light and airy centre. Believe me, it tastes great. I made it using a kilo of flour, 650 mils of water, and 7 grams of yeast. Why did I do it? Well, because I was wanting to make a video about the 8th parable of Jesus in the book of Matthew, the parable of the leaven. It goes like this: the kingdom of heaven is like yeast, which a woman took and mixed into 60 pounds or 27 kilograms of meal or flour until it had leavened the whole batch. So now that I'm an expert in bread making, I can tell you what I've learnt. 1. That was a lot of bread that she was making, equivalent to 54 loaves of what I made. It was a big job, and bringing in the kingdom of heaven is a big job. 2. The active ingredient, the leavening agent, was the yeast, and you only need a small amount. In fact, it's 1 part yeast to every 236 parts of the other ingredients. Who would have thought that a small group of seemingly insignificant Jewish peasants in the backwaters of the Roman Empire would have started the biggest religion in the world? And it tells me that even though I may be in the minority in my workplace, school, hometown, university, God can use me to influence the world, even if I'm outnumbered 236 to 1. And finally, 3. The yeast works quietly from the inside, creating carbon dioxide that blows up the whole dough. When God's kingdom began in me, it was just a decision that I made inwardly between me and Jesus. But then as I started to change, it manifested itself in me talking about Jesus, serving and thinking of others before myself. If you think what Jesus came to do doesn't really impact you, be warned. Like yeast in flour, it will permeate everything until one day the words of the Bible which say, "The whole earth will be filled with his glory," will come true. If you know this to be true, give me a like or comment. If you think it's rubbish, let me know too. And if you want to make my day, subscribe and join me as I continue to go through the parables of Jesus. God bless.